Good morning to one and all. I am Prakash, Assistant Professor of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science in Akshaya College of Engineering Technology in Coimbatore. My subject code is 83391 and subject is Database Design and Management. Now I am going to teach about Database System Development Life Cycle. Now I am going to tell about what is database design. A database design is used to create and manage large-scale data systems. It is used to create a model. When it can be logically implemented, the physical structure is identified. Consistency in the data, redundancy is not there. Easy to manage the database. When a database is used to create a development, implementation and maintenance of the planned database system. It can be divided into two types. One is logically work and another one is physically structured. Logical model. Logical model is used to understanding the data structure and how it should be organized. And then a blueprint that does not depend on specific technical skills. Physical model. When a physical model is implemented by the logical design in a practical way, considers hardware resources and the software systems. Now I am going to tell about database development life cycle. It can be divided into some stages. First stage is a requirement analysis. Requirement analysis is used to identify and understanding the fundamental requirements. Develop a comprehensive plan for the DDLC, organization functional requirements. When we use to requirement analysis, that can be divided into two sections. One is a planning and another one is system definition. Planning. Database planning is a first stage of the database system to development a life cycle. In this phase, management activities that helps in making development efficient and effective are planned. Planning should include development of standards. Another one is system definition. System definition is the state that describes scope and boundaries of a database, application and major user views. Now I am going to tell about requirement analysis. Requirement analysis is used to identifying and understanding the fundamental requirements to develop a comprehensive at the stage that involves collection and analysis of information about the part of the enterprise to be served as the database. There is a difference between planning and a system definition. When planning can be used, that can be mapping out their entire DDLC model, but in system definition built upon the planning stage. In planning, that organization's requirements are found and boundaries that get scope. It set clear parameters and limitations. Planning can have strong foundation and its purpose and system definition as purpose and functionality. Second most stage is designing stage. In designing stage, we can create a well-structured database. Different models visualize and communicate the database design feature. In database design, it is the process of creating a design that helps in achieving the objectives of database system under development. Database design is carried out in three main phases. First one is conceptual phase, another one is logical and another one is physical. In conceptual model, user view their data. Organization wants to look at data. A conception schema highlight the database of entities when abstracts are superficial and view of data. Easy to create as well as understand. It is belongs to the conceptual model. And another model, the second most model is logical model. Logical model is expanding the conceptual model without considering a specific database, management system or physical implementation in detail. Understanding the data needs. Data elements relate to each other. What information should be stored? How the entity relate to one another? The third most model is the physical model. It is used to implementing the logical database design. Software systems such as DBMS, the hardware resources and the physical implementations aspects. Theoretical concept into a practical implementation. The key features of physical model. It is used to specification of columns and a table to define the structure of table, including column names, data types, constraints, etc. Consider the physical and the practical aspects of the database design. Third most stages is implementation. In the implementation stages, to putting the designed database into action and ensuring that it meets our requirement. In integration testing, using different data sets, convert the data into a format that computers can understand and process efficiently. Data manipulation, write and execute queries to interact with the database, assess when the application has been designed at satisfactorily. In database design, to create database schema, normalization and choose DBMS. In implementation, to install and configure database, to development a code and populate with initial data. The data conversion and loading stage. In data conversion loading stage, the smooth transaction from the previous system to the new database, to importing and converting the data from old system into the new database, ensuring compatibility, adapting the existing data to fit the structure of the new database, ensure a seamless transfer of data, allowing for a successful migration from the old system to the new one. Testing, ensuring the accuracy and the functionality of the new system. Throughout the examination of the database, errors or discrepancies to validate the database, meet the specific requirement and functions correctly, database align with the desired behavior, fulfill their expected criteria. Quality assurance, accuracy, reliability and effectiveness. What is database design important? Why is database design important? Blueprint for data storage in a system greatly impact application performance, how one application would work, how request will be proceed, ensuring efficient and effective data management, user requirements are considered, reduce application processing time, application in smooth and quick, improved performance. Advantages of database system development lifecycle. Reduce development time and cost. The structured approach prevents rework, reduce development time and helps avoid costly mistakes. Example, in healthcare, following database system development lifecycle steps can help efficiently develop a patient record system, minimizing errors and rework. Better data quality and integrity. By designing the data rules and constraints during development, database have fewer data integrity issues. Example, in financial services, database designed through a proper database system development lifecycle have better consistency in transaction records to improve flexibility and scalability. The lifecycle allows for planning scalability and future expansion, making database adaptable to charges. An e-commerce platform may use database system development lifecycle to ensure that product database can scale during high demand periods. Disadvantages of database system development lifecycle. Time consuming process. Following all stages, DSDLC can make the development process lengthy in startup where time to market is critical. The external data DSDLC process can slow down the database deployment. High initial cost. DSDLC requirement invest in planning, designing and testing which can be expensive. Example, in large scale database for the national healthcare system have high initial cost due to extensive DSDLC requirement. In hospital management system, database system development lifecycle can be used. For example, to ensure reliable to secure access to patient data across the department, improved patients with centralized record, data consistency and regularity compliance. High initial maintenance cost and can be time consuming due to extensive data security on requirements. Social media user database. Manage user data profile, interaction and media uploads. Advantages of social media user database: supports high concurrency, quick access, and data availability. Disadvantages: require significant resources for data security and backup. Risk of breaches due to high exposure.